औज़ुबिल्लाहिमिनश्शैतानिर्रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम रब्बिश इश्रह ली सदरी वयस्सिर ली अमरी वअहलुल उक़दतम मिन लिसानी वयफ़क़हू क़ौली रब्बिश इश्रह ली सदरी O my Lord, open my heart, open my chest. Wayassir li amri, and make my job easy and make my task easy. Wa ahlul uqtatum min lisani, and open the knot of my tongue. Wayafqahu qawli, so that people can understand me well. Today we are talking on a subject which is about Renaissance Dam. This Renaissance Dam is very important current affair topic of the because this is the issue of the present, and uh, this issue may lead to some future war. I am talking about different war as well. I am not proponent of war. I am proponent of peace. I want to tell you that where the where peace is being neglected, where the peace is under threat, where the war is occurring, why the war has occurred, and what were the consequences of that war, and what we have learned from it. We have to learn that we should live together. We must live in unison. We must live brotherly, and we should avoid war. We should not fight against each other, and we should not fight for each other, with each other, and the peace should prevail on this planet, and people should live freely, because the amount which is spent on war, it can easily be spent on people, and their life will be easy. So today I am speaking on Renaissance Dam. This dam is in Ethiopia, and the dam is on the river Nile. Now we understand about. Now first of all we see that where is the Nile river and what is from where it is coming out. So this is a river Nile which starts near Uganda in uh, Kenya, from the Lake Victoria. Many major rivers, starts from here, and this river uh, passes through Uganda, then it enters into South Sudan, then Sudan, and then it crosses Egypt and falls into the Mediterranean Sea. This pass, this Lake Victoria, this the river which is starting from Lake Victoria. This is called White Nile. So this White Nile, and then there is a Blue Nile. It is it starts from Lake Tana. It is in Ethiopia. It starts over here, and then it uh, passes from this place, and then it meets with the White Nile, and then the both Nile they fall into they cross Egypt and fall into the Mediterranean Sea. Nearly the river Nile crosses nearly 11 countries. 90% of the water which is present uh, in the Egypt, that is from the Nile River. And uh, about this is about uh, I mean 44-mile river, and it is considered to be the second biggest river after Amazon. Amazon is in America, and it is the biggest river, whereas this river is the second biggest. So they also claim it that this is the largest river of the world. It is not largest. Largest is the Amazon River. It is about, 280 million people, they get benefit from this river. And uh, I mean, the most part of that benefit that goes to Egypt. Egypt is nearly 90% people of Egypt, they live across or live near the river Nile. Egypt is an oldest civilization, the Nubia, the Giza, and the pyramids, they all are present near the river Nile. Are the most part of 90% part of this Egypt is, desert, and the 10% area is arable, and the uh, arid area or the arable area, it gets water from Nile. So their, economy depends on the Nile River. The economy of Egypt, which is an agriculture nation, it depends upon the river Nile. If the river Nile is affected, if the water flow of Egypt is reduced, then there would be hunger in the country of Egypt. And if Egypt is, having have less water, then will starve. Egypt is not only famous because of the river Nile, because of the Giza, because of the pyramids. It is famous because of Moses as well. It is famous because of Cleopatra as well. They belong to that place. And when we talk about the Nile, it starts from south and goes into the northern area where it falls into the Mediterranean Sea, and it is toward the southeastern side of the world, and it I mean passes parallel to Red Sea, passes parallel to different countries like we say Djibouti, or we call it Djibouti, and uh, near Morocco or towards Morocco, it falls into the Mediterranean Sea. In the same way, when we talk about Ethiopia, Ethiopia is also very famous country. In the Muslim history, we have discussed about the first migration and the second migration. जिसे हम हिजरत, पहली हिजरत और दूसरी हिजरत कहते हैं. That is that the prophet, when he was in Mecca, the people were teasing the new newly the uh, newly established Muslims are those who embraced Islam. People were teasing them, so they left and they went to the Ethiopia, and we call it that they went to the the palace of Najashi. So that was the person who was king at that time. In the same way, uh, it is also famous because of the Nubians, and it is same way that this is also called the axioms as well. So the Nubian is nation and the Axiom was a country. So because of this, these places are very famous. Now it is expected that there may occur a war on the Renaissance Dam. Uh, we have also learned about the Shiba, we call it in Islam, that is called Malkai Bilqis, and it is about the King Solomon. हज़रत सुलेमान अलैहिस्सलाम की दास्तान में जो मलका है मलका बिल्किस it also belonged to this place. The I mean the Queen Sheba, he is from this place. Now this uh, we what we see that in 1929 a treaty was signed between Sudan and Egypt that 66% of the Nile River water will be used by the Egypt and 22% water will be used by the Sudanese. Now that treaty was occurred in 1929, and in the same way in afterward a treaty was also signed on this fact. But here I want to tell that Ethiopia is not part of that treaty. So when it is not part of that treaty, and 97% of the water uh, it is from I mean that goes into the river Nile. At that point, 97% water is from the Blue Nile. So now what is happening that Ethiopia is constructing a dam on that river on the Blue Nile, and because of that the flow of water would be less in the Nile River, and it is considered that Nile would dried and the agriculture or agribusiness of Egypt will be suffering in future. Because of that, there is a rift between these two countries, and now we see what is a Renaissance dam and what we understand from. In 2011, uh, with the name of Project X, this dam was started, and the I mean buildings were asked, and in 2011 the construction started at this place. This dam has two parts, and first is the upper dam and the second is the lower dam. This upper dam is nearly 160-kilometer long, and it is 125-meter high. So after I mean the that lower dam is also present, and that lower dam is nearly I mean 500 5 kilometer long, and it is 55-meter high. So this dam is being built. It has been tried to destroy this dam, and it has been also the effort were made to create a civil war in Ethiopia as well. Singer of Ethiopia, he was killed, so that he was liked by many people, and many people wept on his death, and they also created some troubles as well for the government. But the aim of he was sitting in his car, and he was having a ticket in his hand, and he was going to from Addis Ababa to some other place where when he was in his car was locked from inside, and uh, he was shooted in his head, and he died at the spot. So killing, the aim of the killing was that they this his killing would create unrest, and that unrest will stop working in the uh, on the dam. But that uh, the Ethiopian, they understand that what would be the aim of the killer and from where this Mayer was taken. So what was happening that this dam, after construction, if it is nearly 15 years project, the project access is nearly 15-year project, and when this project will complete, so there would be, it would take nearly 5 years to fill that dam. Now it has been decided that in order to the Egyptian, they went to the court, International Court of Justice, and the Security Council as well. So, in Security Council has directed Ethiopia that rather filling that dam in 5 years, they should fill it in 15 years so that enough water could be supplied to Egypt as well, and Egypt might not dried up, and it might not went into go into an a deserted land as well, because it totally depends on water. So this dam is in the process of completion, and again the Security Council talks are holding, and the talks between Egyptians and the Ethiopian government, they held, and it is believed that if the sense prevail, then this problem could be sorted out easily. Otherwise, there is a likelihood that war may occur in this area on the Renaissance Dam. The name of the dam is Renaissance Dam. It will create nearly 6 uh, 6 gigawatt energy, and it would be enough for the it is a hydropower project. So this project would not only meet the requirement of Ethiopia, but it would be able to, I mean, sell its energy to the other countries as well. So on that point, it is very important for the Ethiopian. In the same way, it is considered that per year 7,000 tons of fish would be caught from that dam or from that uh, area. So this would be again a handsome amount would they will save from the fishing as well. So in this way, it is a game changer. It is a renaissance for these Ethiopians, but in the same way, it is a game changer and a deserted look of Egyptian as we see in future. We pray that, and we want that this problem could be solved. I mean, diplomatically between the two states, and we must avoid any future war. Thank you very much. Thank you for good listening.